Hey guys, so I just got version 11, the new holiday update, update 2021.44.25.2. So we're going to go over all the new features. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So first thing I want to do is I want to give you a heads up that point 2 is for non-FSD owners. If you have FSD, it's going to be point 5. And so as you can see right off the bat here, the UI is a little bit different. And so what Tesla said is that they have this UI is inspired by the new refreshed Model S and X. So there you go. You can see that the screen is a little bit updated, looks a little bit more refined in my opinion. So like I mentioned, they did redesign the UI a little bit, and so some of the buttons are missing down here. And so I think the first thing to go over is the quick controls. So as you'll see, there's kind of no quick controls down here, and down at the bottom, there's not really as many quick controls as there was before. So where those went is if you just hit the car button here, they all come up on this control screen. So like your windshield wiper is here. What else? Your Sentry is here too. That was a big one for me because I was like, where the heck did the Sentry mode go up there? Dash cam, of course, too. And this is basically where all the stuff went, is right here on this quick controls. Kind of annoying that you have to actually hit a button to get to it, but I guess Tesla said they're focusing on more kind of minimal design, just like the car, and so they want to put everything on one button, or one screen. So that's where this is. So as you can see, also on the bottom here, there is the dots here. So basically, if you hit that, you have all your little widgets here, and these are now customizable. So if you hold, you can move them however you want. And if you've used, basically you can put whatever you want on this button, on this little thing here. So basically if you want to add one, like the audio is not here, if you just push and hold, you can add it right in here. So this is customizable to whatever you want. And then also another note too is over here on this side, the last two that you've used will show up here. So it's kind of like a quick thing to get to it. So if you want to just get to it real quick, you can hit it. Another thing they've changed is the heating. So now, since I have dual, probably kind of hard to see with the sun, but you can see there's a 70 here and a 70 here. So if you hit either of them, your heater AC will turn on. If you hit it again, the thing will pop up, and you can control it like you normally would. One note too that they did implement on this version 11 is the auto heated seats. So if you have it set on auto, it'll automatically heat your seats to that temperature, like to keep you comfortable with that temperature. So you can still set it however you want here too, but that is another feature where only the front heated seats are auto as well if you want. One cool thing they added to this update is the light show. So you might have seen it on YouTube. It plays a Christmas song. And so how to get to it is if you go to the toy box here, so you can go here, hit the toy box, and light show. So all you need to do is just hit start the light show. And basically once you get out of the car and close the door, it'll start playing. So adjust your sound. It plays from your speakers. So just a heads up, I've heard it's really loud. So you probably want to turn the volume down. Once you close the door, it'll start playing. And then to shut it off, just open the door, open the trunk, and it'll turn off. Another cool feature they added to this update is blind spot cameras. So basically, if you're turning your turn signal on, one of the side repeater that you're on will also turn on as well. So how to do that is you need to go to autopilot. So, car button, go down to autopilot here, and then you can turn it on. So up here at the top, blind spot, automatic blind spot camera. So you've turned that on. If we turn the blinker on, now you can see that the repeater turns on as well until you turn off the camera. Until you turn off your signal. So that's a really cool little feature too. I know a lot of people wanted to have that, so you can kind of be lazy, I guess, and not have to turn your head when you're switching lanes. I am not going to do that. I'm still going to turn my head just because, I don't know, I guess I'm old school and I'm just used to it. You can now edit waypoints as well. And so basically, I'm going to actually do a specific tutorial just on that. But basically, now you can, instead of the way they had the waypoints set up before, is basically you had to do it in reverse and then work backwards with your waypoints. And so now the waypoints are a lot better, where basically it's like a normal system, where basically you can put in whatever points you want, throw in your waypoints, and then you can also edit them in the sequence that you want. And so that's a nice little update too. It's really how Waypoint should work. And so now we've got a system in the car that is basically how it should be. Another cool feature that I don't have, but some people have because I have an older car, is basically the Boombox megaphone. So if you go down here to the bottom and you go into your Boombox, so go into the toy box, and then if you have a newer car, you should have a Boombox function, and then you can go to a megaphone. So basically, if the car is parked, you can basically use the pedestrian warning system to yell at people if you want. So that's kind of a fun feature, or you want to scare kids or whatever you want to do with that. So that's a feature if you have a newer car with the PWS. Also here in entertainment, if you go to the theater, you now have access to TikTok if you like doing that. So that's also a new feature. In the arcade here, now we've got Sonic the Hedgehog. So if you like Sonic the Hedgehog, you can play that. The Battle of Polytopia is in here now for multiplayer, so you can do that. You also have Sudoku in here as well, if you like to game. Another cool one that a lot of people were really happy about is you can now adjust the subwoofer. So if you hit down here at the audio, and then you go over here to the settings, now you have a subwoofer adjuster bar that you can adjust. And so basically, if you're an audio geek, there you go. You can adjust your subwoofer however you want. Another feature that is not on the 3 or Y, but is on the S and X, because it's a kind of a fancy feature with the air suspension, is you can use comfort dampening suspension in autopilot. And so basically, if you go into control suspension, then you can set that if you want. Another thing I want to note too is, if you noticed, one of the new features in this UI is you can actually, is the up and down. So there's no more like X's to close stuff. You have to swipe to adjust stuff. So that's just a little heads up for you if you didn't notice. Another feature is you can manage your dash cam clips now. So basically, if you go down to the dash cam, you can go here, hit dash cam, or you can go to the car button here, hit, where is it? Safety, and then dash cam. So it's in the same section. Is basically you can delete the dash cam clips all at once. You just hit a button, deletes all of them. You don't have to worry about trying to delete everyone individually, which takes forever. If you go over here in display now, they do have a dark mode. So basically you can, appearance, you can do auto, or you can set it for dark or set it for light if you want. Definitely all preference. I'm just gonna leave it on auto because I don't really care. Another new feature is hide map details. So if you see SF here, you can see all the little locations like the superchargers, Tank Hill, all these different little icons that pop up. If you want to just see just the map with the grid, all you have to do is hit this button up here and it hides the map details. And now it's just grid and streets basically. Another cool feature that a lot of people were asking for is Sentry Mode Live View. I don't have it, and the reason why is because you have to have premium connectivity to have that. And so basically, you also need to have the app 4.2.1 or higher, which is kind of an older version, so you probably should have that. But if you want to be able to enable live viewing from your mobile device, go to the car button, go to safety, and over here in Sentry Mode, you'll be able to have, there should be an option here that says view live camera via mobile app. So you just have to hit that, and then you can be able, you can view live video from your app whenever you want. Again, if you have premium connectivity. So that's all the updates on this new version 11 holiday update. I do like that it's a little bit more refined. I'm not a huge fan of having to go into the car button, into controls here to have a simple control like, with charging and just little things like a windshield wiper and thing. I kind of liked it the way before where it was down at the bottom. You could just hit it and you're just done. But I guess that's how they decided to do it for this update. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.